Hey guys, welcome to Outdoor Man. Today we're going to be working on this John Deere js63 and doing a quick carburetor replacement. I did a cheap carburetor replacement a while ago and I got one cut out of it and that was about it. I tried cleaning it but it was all plastic and something broke inside, so we went ahead and are going to replace it again today. For this you really don't need a lot of tools. I've laid some out in front of me here. I'll just show you what we're going to use. It's quite simple. Most of you should be able to tackle this with some basic things that you have at home. So this is the machine that we're working on. It's the John Deere js63 self-propelled lawnmower with the 6.7 horsepower Briggs and Stratton engine. So this is a John Deere powered by Briggs. Don't let them fool you. So this is the tool selection we have today. Some gloves, those are optional really, but we're gonna be playing with taking the gas line off and doing a little gas flush. That's why I have the jug. So if you don't wanna get dirty, just wear some gloves. Some needle nose pliers, little pry bar. Flathead screwdriver is what I need to get in here on mine. Yours may be different. Small ratchet with an extension set. Again, you might not need the extension. You could use an impact, be careful. A magnet bowl just to catch my stuff and be clean. So this is the carburetor that we're changing. Just a cheapie. And make sure whenever you get the cheap ones, you tighten whatever bolts are inside first. That's what this was for, so I already did that. Because whatever's holding that bowl on is most likely gonna be loose when you buy a cheap one. And just some carb clean in case you need it. Oh, there it is. I was looking for that. Sweet. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and take off the air filter cover. That just comes on here. Sometimes this gets stuck underneath, so just be aware of that. It can happen anyway along here. So if you're taking it off, and it's fighting you, check the seam there. So we're gonna put that to the side. Take off the air filter. We're gonna go ahead and put our 8mm on. If you prefer to use an impact gun, go ahead. But this is only a couple of bolts on this machine. You don't really need a ratchet. I suppose you could just do this with opening wrenches. So you're gonna let this off, and there's an air breather right here. You're gonna pull down. You're gonna feel the rubber and just pull the rubber and pull down. That's it. It's just this little thing. And if it comes off, no big deal. Just put it back on. All right, put that to the side. I've already added this fuel shutoff, and I already moved this because I was playing around with this because this is our culprit, and that's what we're gonna replace today. So just go ahead and move your clamp. Get your pry bar, and this is the fuel shut off. I know there was no fuel in here, that's why I'm not wearing gloves yet. On this particular machine, it's a 10mm to get your 2 carb screws out. You can leave all this alone. Now that's just hanging out. Go ahead and check our new one here. Looks like it came with some gaskets. There is a gasket right here. There's a small thin gasket held on by those pegs. So there's our new one. Get your new one ready. Get your old one off. If you're doing this for the first time, you're most likely gonna have fuel in here, so just be aware. You might wanna have gloves on at this point. That just popped off, but you're gonna roll it out like that. So that's the end of that one. We'll take our new one here, confirm they are the same. And that one's floppy too. Okay, put the garbage to the side. So you're gonna grab this. Here, let me get you a better shot. So you're gonna grab this guy. You're gonna grab this guy. And you're gonna be putting that hole this stick through that hole. So you just roll it this way and in, just like that. And we grab our bolts back. One. So be careful if you're using an impact, because these will cross thread very easily. And wreck the thread. Give yourself a little space. It's gonna fatten up when you shove something in here. This is gonna fatten out. If you got the fatter tip snout nose, they work much, much better, but I seem to have misplaced mine. There we go. And I forgot to do the fuel flush. So we'll do that from this side. It's no big deal, because this tank has been sitting for a little while. It's just running down here. So all the water and all the junk and all the stuff should just be sitting right from here to here. Run to the lowest part. So I'll just go ahead and pry this off, and then we'll drain this out. Should have done that first, but that's okay. Pry. Go into your approved container. That looks pretty good. All right, put your fuel line back on. Don't forget your clamp. Get your air box. This little hole right here is the one that pumps and sucks, so you can test to see if your pump's working, because that doesn't do anything. That's really holding, so I know that that primer bulb is good. Just a quick test. And then you got this guy in the back, so you're gonna slide him on to here. It'll kind of hang there as you get your other bolts. You make sure your bolts don't knock out your gasket. Everything feels smooth by hand. Air filter goes back on. This one even says top for you. Make sure you got your 2 screws. That on there. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Very simple, very straightforward. So if you followed along, you just successfully replaced your carburetor on your Briggs and Stratton. Briggs and Stratton 7.5 John Deere. That's it. That's her. I guess we'll see if she starts, eh? Just did a service on this a while ago. Oil looks fine. This is a self-propelled unit. The self-propelled was running with no oil in it, so it stripped all the gears down. So let's turn the fuel on, see if it leaks. Do we have fuel in it? We got some. Let's give it a minute to get in that bowl. Set you up and let's see if this sucker will start. All right, moment of truth. Give it a pump. It says 3 times. I usually give it 5. 3, 2, 1. We'll start it. Give it a little snort. What do you think? Think we should adjust it? I think so. We need to adjust it. So for this particular one, I may have to take the airbox off because I don't remember what's happening here. Okay, so now that we're in here, let's have a little look-see. So we need to give it more gas. That's giving it less, that's giving it more. So we gotta bend this one. I think what we're gonna do is grab this chip right here. See what I'm pulling on? See? Oh. And it let go on me. So you can see, so this is what's come off. So we get that back around here. And this bad boy around here. So now that we got that set up, you can see what I kind of did there. I kind of just tighten this to pull on that. And when we loosen that, we should loosen that a bit. Tightening that spring, so we're trying to pull it to give it some more fuel. So let's see if this worked. Yard on this thing. See if it starts. Okay, that settles that. Just so you guys can see from here, that is the spring that I was adjusting. So if you tighten this spring by tightening the coils, you'll make it go faster. This spring was only so that this stops going back. It just kept returning too easy, so I just put another little spring here to hold it, just to give it a little firmness. But this is the one that's going to control your speed right here. It's a long one, it goes back. That's just to hold this here, throttle control. All right, guys. Well, that was a pretty quick and easy carb swap that I think anyone could do on their own with some simple tools. So that's our John Deere Briggs and Stratton 6.75 carb swap complete. There will be a video on this Arian 6 horsepower walk behind brush cutter as well. Service on that, and it looks like it's going to need a carburetor swap as well. Last minute, but that's okay. Thanks for joining. There's all kinds of videos going on, like the one on this Beetle. I've been doing all kinds of stuff around the shop here. So if you enjoyed this video, please watch that video. There's videos on the Beetle, and there's many more to come. So I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Have a great day.